friend of mine just said to me, it's crazy. I just found out all the coping mechanisms that you learn as a kid, they don't seem to work when you're an adult. And that got me thinking that, well, of course they don't. Of course they don't. When you're an adult, you're responsible for yourself. And also, when you're a child, you're a prisoner, kind of. Like, I don't want to be too dramatic about that, but you're literally just born into a world. You don't even have the assumption that people are going to take care of you. Whatever you know about the world is what you have learned in that moment. You just wake up and there's a bunch of people around there and you're like, I have to survive. I know when I was a kid, there's a bunch of stuff that I just assumed I had to do because it seemed like, well, that was the only way I was going to be able to get through this experience smoothly. And it's not until you're much older that you go, well, wait a minute, that's not okay. That shouldn't have been that way. Or I should have been able to get X or Y, right? That metaphor has really got me thinking now, because if you think about like all the stereotypical prisoner archetypes that you saw in something like Shawshank Redemption, right? You got the people who are just going along to get along. You got the people who are acting out like crazy, who are wild, rambunctious, and who just kind of keep butting heads with the system over and over. You got the people who like want to perform the best, want to get on the good side of whoever's in charge. All of these are examples of human beings trying to cope with being trapped inside a power structure they can't get out of. And I'll bet you could think of examples of all of those that you knew when you were in school. It makes sense that we would have to unlearn all that stuff because, like we find out in the Shawshank Redemption, life on the outside is a lot different. It takes a different set of skills. And some people are just not prepared to handle that. It's hard on the outside.